Hey guys, System Aaron, this is FTB Skies. I myself am having a wonderful day. Hope you guys all are as well. Let's go ahead and push forward and move on with the pack, right? So in between episodes, have not done too much. I did do a little bit. So in my inventory here, have a whole bunch of stuff that I'm now getting for B. So I actually have a whole bunch of new B drops. Like I already got 5 of the dice of bait from the Gaia. And I haven't bought the Gaia. The Bs are just dropping them now. They're also dropping blue hearts, which is really rad. And I'm getting these tier 4 dimensional storage stabilizers. They're also dropping giant compact machines, so I think I've hit a next level of the loot list, basically. So I thought that was really rad. We'll open up those dice here in a second and see what we get. There's like 6 different rewards we get out of it. Also, I went ahead and automated this because I thought I was going to be using the digital miner to get dash that we need from the moon, right? We're going to instead use the builder here, but just to show you how I automate this really quickly. This was, I guess it will be. We'll be using this in the future anyway. Find obsidian ingot, and then in the back I have it pumping in osmium ingots. That turns that into like a liquid or a slurry. Go to the side here, and then you have to have the side that has the osmium come in, set to extra, import in the top for the crafter, export on the bottom for the finished product, and that makes me refined obsidian ingots, right? So we already had the refined obsidian. This just added ingots into the mix, right? So like I said, I thought I was going to need that for the digital miner. Then I guess I also set up this chest here. So I have a chest set up with most of the stuff we need today. Like this will be our moon stuff here in a second, but we'll go ahead and get that going in a bit. And I guess the other thing I found out was you guys let me know that how this works, the blaze cake. I wasn't sure how this curated blaze cake works, right? So basically what you can do with this thing, just right click on one of the blaze burners. I thought this used it. Like I honestly thought this used up the blaze cake and you can only use it on one blaze burner. I guess I just assumed, and I shouldn't assume things, but you guys let me know. You can just kind of infinitely use it. And yeah, just kind of cycles it between modes too, right? So that's off. That would be normal, just like, I guess, blaze rod or coal, whatever. And this one would be the super duper blaze cake speed here too. So all 9 of them under there, I guess, are set to, I guess, automation as well. I guess, not automation, but infinite. So this is pretty much useless. So is that arm right there. Also here, I went ahead and made this a little taller. Because now that we have the higher heat, right? So this actually produces more heat. This is at max heat, so that bar is all the way across. I raise this all the way to the top, and we're getting the max speed out of it. I guess the max stress. So the max you can get out of this one of these is 294,000. I only really did this for fun. We really don't need the stress, but this thing will never turn off again. I mean, it doesn't mean this wheel's not going to break again like it did yesterday. It caused me all kinds of headaches, but yeah, pretty cool either way, because yeah, I've never used one of those curated blaze cakes before, and thanks for letting me know how it works, right? So that is cool. So anything else? I think that's pretty much everything I did. So what we're going to do here before anything, let's go ahead, grab our dice. Let's open up these dice here and see what we get. So we got ourselves the Key of Law. That's a cool one. This one is the Eye of the Flugel. What's that one? Oh, that one's a teleport, right? This one is the Ring of Loki. I never use this one. This one's really weird. So these are like all artifacts, kind of mystical, powerful things for Britannia. Usually you have to fight the Gaia to be able to get them, right? But we're able to just get them for free from bees, apparently. And, yeah. So what we got here is this one. The Ring of Loki is really weird. And it has really weird settings, so I never use it. But it lets you, like, wirelessly place blocks to preset positions. Like, I don't really know the purpose of it. Probably it's useful in Britannia or something, but I never use that thing. Ring of Thor, there's, like, a Terra Shatter pick. It makes it stronger. So that's what that one does. This one here, I think, just makes us extra bar of health, right? So we put that there. Yeah, we just have an extra bar of health now. We're up to pink hearts, which is crazy. We're also getting the blue hearts soon, so we'll have another bar as well. You get so much hearts in this pack, it's insane. This one here is a teleport, like I said, so I think I have some mana tablets in here. Go ahead and grab one of them and go ahead and test this out real quick. Don't know if this works cross-dimension, but basically what this one does, if you shift right-click the ground, that sets the area. Then if I go over here, I should be able to teleport back there, as long as you have a source of mana on you, right? Usually with a ring or something, right? But there you go. Just teleports you back to the spot. So, nice way of getting home. Don't know if that works cross-dimension. It does say the FTB team Dimensions team did a bunch of serials, so maybe it will. But we'll go to the moon and try that out. This one's really cool too, actually. This one's a weapon, so it's the Key of Law. But basically, if we go into this view here, kind of hold that down. Just hold it down to back up. It's made all these crazy kind of weapons kind of float in the air here. And as soon as I let go, there you go. So just a crazy, really cool weapon. And pretty neat how it works there. Yeah, you just got to hold it for a couple seconds and just let it go. So anyway, we get all that stuff, and we didn't even have to fight the guy. So basically, thought that was really cool. There's one more to come too. I forget what the other one is. Oh, this is the one we didn't get. We'll get it from the B anyway, but the one we didn't get was the one we need. So I saw down here, where was it? There's one for a quest. You get this one here, the Fruit of Rosa, I guess. I probably butchered that. But basically, it's an infinite food that you can eat over and over again. And we need that for the quest line. So we didn't get the one that we needed. Anyway, let's go ahead and do some progress. So the first thing we're going to do is head to the moon, right? So I have these materials here. Let's go ahead and do that. We need to go ahead and grab us some of the dash ore, because we need like a stack of it. Or I don't know how much it is. It's a fair amount, actually. It might be more than that. Fair amount of it. We need 2 stacks of it to be able to progress here. So let's go ahead and head up to our flying amoeba here, whatever it is. I have no idea. Go into the Stonehenge, head down here, kind of get this going, right? So the materials we have here is a shape card, a filter module, a builder, and a ender chest. The filter module, probably go ahead and set up the filter now so we're not wasting air when we're on the planet there. So if we go here and go to add tags, go to forge, then colon, then we want ores, right? Let's go ahead and hunt down ores. And I should be able to find one that says dash. Go ahead and set that. And then we probably want that on whitelist, right? Is that whitelist? I can't remember which is which. That looks like a whitelist to me. Or do I click it and it turns over to whitelist? I can't remember. We'll try this one. If we don't get any, I'll switch it. Anyway, that is good there. And then I guess outside that, we'll want a couple buckets of fuel. Probably like 6, right? So 1, 2, 3. We'll put these ones in our backpack. Then 1, 2, 3, just in case we need it to get home, right? So anyway, go ahead and throw that inside our rocket. Then we just need our spacesuit. So we just shift and right click on the armor stand. Kind of swap that all out. And I think we're effectively ready to go. Like, that's actually all we need. So let's go ahead and jump inside a rocket. Hit space. Kind of start taking off here. Go ahead and switch the view too, because it's just so much more dramatic to fly off in this this kind of view, right? And we should fly right through our roof, no problem at all whatsoever. No, let's go ahead and head up this way, get to space, and head to the moon. So that is pretty cool. You can also make it a space station, I guess, while you're up here too. But I think you need dash to be able to do it, so I guess that's the thing as well. But there I am, all dorky, just in there. Oh, look at that. Look at that. We're inside a rocket flying to space. Pretty cool, pretty rad. I know a lot of people are saying just set up teleport system. Just use RF tools, you know, the teleport system. And I always do that. It's boring. I like flying rockets, so we're going to use rockets pretty much through the entire pack. So anyway, let's go to, where are we going? We're going to moon. There you go. Go ahead and get us where we need to be. So it should switch over to this here. And we probably want to change that too and get this on the screen. So we can see the height we're at, because before we get too low, we need to make sure we hit space, not shift. Do not hit shift, because otherwise your pod's going to hit the ground and blow up, right? And that's probably not something that we want, right? So anyway, do that there. There you go. We are on the moon, just like that. Pretty cool, right? Pretty rad all around. Actually doesn't look too bad with the shaders. It's usually so boring. Anyway, let's go ahead and break that. I guess we could just go ahead and go F3G. No, that's not what we want. We want, what is the borders? There you go. F9. There you go. Want to make sure we're inside a chunk here. So we're in this chunk here. We're going to go over to, I guess, claim chunks. And we want to go to claim chunks. And we probably want to choose this one right here. And we want to force load that. So it's in this chunk here, actually. So I think, which one did I claim? I need to go to map here so I know I'm actually in it. So I actually claimed this one, right? This one? Yes, this one. There you go. Then we'll go ahead and grab our builder. Go ahead and toss that down. I think I got a shape card in here. We'll toss that out. This is the shape card quarry. So just a quarry. It's just going to mine for us, right? So pretty easy to make. Not too bad at all. We're going to set the dimensions here. We're going to set that to, I think it's 512 is the max. So we'll do that. And I think this is 256 max. Not that it matters. Then we'll go 512. Awesome. Don't need any offsets. Set that to solid, I guess. And that should be good in that regards. And then we should be able to just pretty much get this going, right? So let's go ahead and throw that on there. Then we'll also need to get the ender chest on top, because we're going to set this home, send this home, and end up putting a drawer for it, right? And then we just go ahead and grab ourselves a point. So in here we should have a couple already set up. Should be able to program this thing. Do that and that. And this should start working as soon as I do this. Now, I don't know how often it's going to get dash, but I need to kind of watch it here for a couple minutes and make sure we're actually getting some. Nope, that is completely wrong. Oh, I didn't put the filter in. Let's go ahead and put the filter in here. There you go. Try that again. There we go. Let's toss this stuff. I do not want any of this moon stuff. I forgot we're going to get cheese as well. I don't think we actually need the cheese though. But if we need it, we could always come back and kind of grab that. Also, it's weird we're getting soul sand. I don't know if that's normal. I need to watch this until we at least get one dash too. So I need to make sure we're actually getting it. I don't know if I should time the bottle of this puppy though. Should I probably do that? Maybe. Anyway, there is mobs around here too, but they're not really anything to worry about. They're actually pretty chill for the most part. So let's go ahead and speed that up. There we go. We are getting dash. Also, how much power is that actually using? I'm not going to turn on the bypass limit because that could actually drain our system really quickly. We can see there we're getting our dash. I can set up a drawer. We're good in that regards. Now, I'm kind of curious if we could teleport home, but before we do that, let's go. Actually, let's set this. Let's go to here. Go ahead and set a waypoint just so we have it in case we need to come back. Let's turn off our borders as well. F39. There you go. Turn you off. But yeah, you have a couple mobs around here too. They're not that big a deal, but weird little fancy boys with their little tentacles, and they shoot at you with the big brains. And there's villagers here too, but I'm not going to go ahead and head to dungeons, honestly. They don't really have anything worth trading. But there's also like a little amoeba guy around here somewhere, but I'm not actually seeing them right now. But basically all we need is dash. So anyway, let's go ahead and see if we can actually go straight home. I'm curious if this actually works or not. Are you going to be able to go? It is not. So that does not work. Okay, so that does not work cross dimension at all whatsoever. That's unfortunate. It just means I need to go over here, set down my rocket, make another flight. We'll always have this rocket launch pad kind of set here. Anyway, if we ever come back to this exact spot, I think. That's the way it works. So anyway, that works out for us. So I got myself back to the overworld, and I found an issue that I'll have to maybe bring up the Seraph. I have no idea. I'm a little confused here. So when I came back from the moon, so I brought the rocket back to the moon. I chose Earth because I thought that's the one I was supposed to choose. And it brought me to the lobby. So, yeah, this isn't really where we want to be. We want to be on our island, which means my rocket is gone. It's just, actually, I'm not sure where it is. Maybe it's perpetually falling into the void. I just left it. I just assumed it was going to be destroyed. So I got out of it. I bailed. And we'll end up having to make another one. Not that it's a big deal. Now that we have Dash, we make the better rocket anyway. But definitely something to be aware of, right? So I'm not sure what's going on there. Maybe I will have to finally set up a teleport. Maybe just a teleport home. I don't really need to teleport on the other planets, I guess. As long as we have a teleport home. Maybe we'll do that. I'll break down. I'll do it. I really just wanted to use the rocket the whole pack. But if it has issues, maybe not so much. But anyway, that is the thing. I also had to throw on my jetpack real quick, too. Oh, one thing about the curated flight, too. Notice in the bottom right there. You may not have noticed that, actually. There's a little square icon of the little blue bird. That is your curated flight. So you know when it's on. So if you actually have it at that time, it's right there, that little symbol in the bottom right corner. It's very subtle, though, so it's easy to miss, right? Anyway, in here, we should have a bunch of this, right? So let's go ahead and grab that. And we probably want to set up a drawer for it. Then I probably want to have a compacting drawer for the actual dash itself, but should be able to go ahead and hit it here. Make a smelting recipe for this, hopefully, because that's pretty much all we need to do, right? So let's go ahead and do that. And hunt down our smelting factory. There. Apparently we're out of stuff. I guess I don't really need that recipe. So we'll go ahead and get that one out of there. Go ahead and grab dash. Sweet. And then I guess we just need like 2 stacks for right now. And that should handle that, right? So there you go. We got our dash. Dash to take care of. Let's go ahead and get ready to get into Britannia. So we're going to go ahead and get into some Britannia here. So I've started making some runes of mana. So I have a couple of them here. I have 2. I have a couple of these too. These are the Elven mana spreaders. So since we have the portal, we can take the Elementium, throw it through the portal. Sorry, the Mana Steel, get our Elementium, throw in the Living Wood and get this Dream Wood, and then we can just go ahead and make these Elven mana spreaders. They just move mana faster, so I have them all touching the pools here so they can shoot into this runic altar. And with this runic altar, we can make our runes, right? So the way you do that is basically just kind of right-click the materials on for the rune that you want to make, right? So that is good there. I think that's wrong. There's one more stack. Yeah, there's supposed to be one more stack of this stuff. Let's go ahead and grab that right there, maybe, and do that. There you go. You have the right recipe. It has that little green thing. It's going around, getting charged up with mana. Then it'll switch with a little plus sign, telling you want to put on a living rock. Then hit that with 1. So that's kind of how you make these. So super easy, right? Then once you've done 1, right? So you've done 1, you just right-click it on, and it'll just automatically take the stuff from your inventory. You don't have to worry about that anymore. So super, super simple, super easy, and pretty chill all around. Anyway, let's go ahead and do a few more. Then I need to go ahead and do a few more runes, but I basically just wanted to show you the process here. I know pretty much everyone knows how to do Britannia at this point, But need to still explain it to new players, right? But anyway, go ahead and do that. Go ahead and hit you. There you go. We should have 6 of those, right? So I think I'm going to make 4 of these floating Rosa Arcanas. So that's going to be one thing I do. Then I'm going to make other sets of runes as well, but I'll go ahead and do that one in a second. We don't have to do runes of fire because the piglet trading is actually giving us free runes of fire. So I have tons of those ones, but each set's going to give us 2 here. So I'll have to do that one 3 times. I'm going to have to do the rune of earth 3 times. Then I'll have the rune of air. Then we'll have a good amount to kind of do our base crafting here. The flower is really easy too. So I'm just going to go ahead and grab that. Grab this here. Now that we have these, we can actually do it really simple. I think we need some lime as well. So I think the recipe for this one, so the Rosa Arcana is right here. Petal Apothecary, 2 pinks, 2 purples, and a lime, right? So we just go lime, 2 pinks, 2 purples, and then the mana. There you go. And then we just need a seed, right? So I need to go ahead and grab one of these. Go ahead and grab a seed here. Sweet. And just show you how these things are going to work because they're actually pretty rad. I should grab some more seeds, actually, now that I think of it, because I'll have to do a couple more after this. But yeah, you just throw the seed in. There you go. Cool thing about this too, actually, is if you have like a bucket, you have one of these ones here with a whole bunch of buckets of water in here, you can actually just throw it in there and fill it up, then pick it back up. So it's pretty neat how that works there. So now that we have all of our Rosa Arcana, and I went ahead and made them floating as well, so we actually have the floating variant, which is fantastic. I just combined them with thermal lilies. We're getting free thermal lilies from the piglin farm, piglin trading, right? So the bartering. So I just went ahead and combined those, and that just made them floating. Didn't even have to make the glimmering flower, so thought that was nice. Anyway, what we're going to have there, I guess here, is this like floating glass here. My plan is to basically have the spreaders right up here, right? So somewhere up here, so like that. Then we'll want to go ahead and link these up to the, down here, the mana splitter. Go ahead and link them all up here. So just shift and right click, make sure it's in bind mode, and put it down here. You do not want it in function mode because it won't function properly. But they'll be kind of all aiming at the central point here, at which point we probably don't need this glass anymore, so let's get rid of that. Then I should be able to grab these floating Arcana and pop them on top, and we just need to basically get them linked up here, and this should effectively work. I guess they're linking up automatically to their nearest spreader, but I don't know if they're all linked up properly, so we'll just kind of do that. You may notice too, we're seeing those boxes. The reason we're seeing those boxes right now is because I have that, it's called like a Mana Seer monocle. We got that from a quest line. Yeah, this one here, the Mana Seer monocle, tells you the range of the flower, right? And these ones are just like one away from the flower. I think I could actually stack another row of these flowers here too, and it would work. And actually the quarters would work too. I could have a ton of these if I really wanted to. But you can see here it's draining the mana out of us at a pretty good pace too. So it's being drained out. We're going to need some better lenses to be able to keep up with it. But it's all shooting at the center here. These are filling up really quick. Like it actually does a really good job on mana. And basically all I have to do is AFK to victory. And that sounds like amazing. Like see there, it just ticked up again. So yeah, these, like I said, I think every one of these is equal to like 33 End of Flames. So powerful, right? Very, very powerful. There's an add-on mod here, so the Botanic Editions. And it has one that does RF, which is really nice. It's really set and forget, but it seems like no faster than End of Flame, so I didn't actually really bother with that one. So yeah, that's actually doing the things. So that's not bad at all. That actually worked out. Yeah, that's just really filling up those pools fast too. So yeah, maybe go ahead and do some more of those, but we need lenses as well. So the lenses we're going to need are going to be the potency. So I can go ahead and make potencies right now, actually. So let's go ahead and grab these right here. I think this makes like the mana burst larger, but we'll have to pull these off when I make the other lenses here in a couple minutes anyway, because you combine up the 2 lenses into one, right? So I take these lenses now and put them on the front of the spreaders, right? Something like that there. And then it should be able to send mana even quicker, right? And be able to keep up even better. Oh, maybe actually keeping up now. No, the spreader's still full. Yeah, I need to have those spreaders not full constantly, so they're actually moving at max speed. And the Arcanas are getting backed up as well. So, yeah. May not be able to deal with this, actually, until we have the Gaia spreaders. But either way, it's going to produce mana very well at this point. You see there, they're already almost full. Like, these things are so good. Maybe I'll go ahead and make 4 more of these. And what was the other lens I needed? Potency, and it's the fast one, right? Velocity. Yeah, I need to make these ones. So I need to go ahead and make my Runes of Air. So I've gone ahead and made our better lenses here, so we should be looking pretty good in that regard. Just trying to spend a little bit of mana, so we can actually see it kind of go up here and see how fast it goes too. So I added 4 more spreaders and 4 more flowers, so we have a good amount of that stuff. We'll see if it can actually keep up here. And this here is a composite lens of potency velocity. So it's the two lenses together. So basically you just take two lenses and combine them together with a slime ball. Then you get the single kind of doubled up lens though. So that is kind of what's going on there. And really good, right? Also, I went ahead and moved our tank up here. So we have an enter tank and 4 taps, so it could drop experience on me. So I can just kind of keep it going. I want to go ahead and grab some more diamonds though. I want to use up some more of that mana. I know it's counterintuitive, but at the same time, I want to use some of it just so we can see how fast this is, because I think it's going to be very fast. So let's go ahead, do that here, and maybe a few more right there. Just make sure they're all down a bit, right? That looks good. That looks good there. And let's try this out, right? So we have everything. Oh, I need to get the lenses on, I guess. I should put them back on, because otherwise it's not going to be able to keep up at all whatsoever. I'm hoping these are going to be able to keep up too with these double lenses here. You can see here our experience is going down very fast now, but I can kind of counteract that just by turning this on, right? There you go. So our experience will start shooting up. Go ahead and see if these... Oh, these are keeping up. Okay, so this is actually straight up keeping up now. No problem at all. We have no backup on experience at all with the double lenses, so that is not too bad. Let's actually turn that off right now. It's kind of a racket. There you go. And see how this is going. This should be going really quick. That one's already almost full. Are you serious? That's crazy. Let's stay here for another second or two. I think we're going to fill up that pool in no time at all, which means all the pools are getting that same amount in the same amount of time. So this is actually a pretty ridiculous experience setup, I think. Not experience, but mana setup, which is amazing, right? And with this, we'll be able to fund our mana needs for the Terra Steel. No problem at all whatsoever. So if I come back down here now, that one's full. This one's almost full. Oh my goodness. That's so much experience. Okay, not experience. Mana. Anyway, I'm using experience. So we got this done. I'm actually really proud of the setup. This is actually pretty cool. So next thing we'll do is work towards getting our actual mana steel, right? Not mana steel, Terra Steel. Let's go ahead and grab that. Need one of these here. Terrestrial agglomeration plate. So grab that. I've already gone ahead and done the build too. So the build kind of goes right here, right? So it has to be on this little checker pattern, right? So you need 4 lapis, then you need the living rock in the center and in each corner. But we just go ahead and toss that down right here. I think it tells you about that in the book right here. Go ahead and open that up. This is the upgraded book too, so you have the green one. You have to throw it through the portal there. But I think it's in Basic Mechanics and Terra Steel. There you go. You hunt down all the mechanics here. We need a spark for this. I think I have some sparks in here, right? Go ahead and grab our sparks here. So go ahead and do that. And you just, I think, right-click that on. I need to make sure it's there. Yeah, it is there. I'm going to end up wanting one in each of these pools as well. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. We should go ahead and upgrade these two. So what I was thinking was this spark right here. So it's a spark augment, right? So you put it on the spark, it kind of upgrades them. This one's recessive. Basically what it'll do is take all the mana that's in these pools and try to send it to the ones that are nearby, as long as they have sparks in them. Because I don't really care. I just want to make sure this always has mana and that always has mana. Although I think this one always just automatically pulls anyway. I want to make sure our portal always has mana, right? So anyway, let's go ahead and turn this on. We don't really need that right now. Hunt down our recessives. Go ahead and grab them. How many of these do we need? I guess 4, right? So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Fantastic. Then we'll just go ahead and throw those on to the ones that are on there. I'll probably have to turn this off to be able to do that. But anyway, go ahead and throw it here. Nope, not there. Right here. There we go. You see there, it's shooting the mana straight to that pool right there. And that's basically what I wanted to do as well, right? So it just kind of keeps everything all charged up. These ones here I don't really care about. These ones are just for receiving the mana into the system, right? So that's working there. Awesome. So to go ahead and actually do a Terra Steel, so we actually wanted to go ahead and do that. I always call it almost Terra Steel. Terra Steel. There you go. Mana Diamond, Mana Pearl, and Mana Steel, right? So all we need is this right here. So grab that. Mana Steel and Mana Pearl, right? There you go. Go ahead over here. I think you just right-click these on. Oh, my magnet's on. Oh, that's not magnet. This is magnet here. There you go. Go ahead and do that, that, and that. Now let's start automatically crafting. It'll send the mana from the pools. And there you go. It's done. So not too bad at all, right? So kind of just let it completely drain here. Then I'm going to spend a couple minutes here. I guess seeing how long it takes to fully fill these pools as well. Because I'm kind of curious. I don't think it's going to take very long. So I just let the system run for about, I think it was about 9 minutes. About 9 minutes. And I filled up all the pools, right? So I would have made a coffee. And yeah, by the time I was done, we had full pools. So not too bad at all. I think it was 9 minutes. I'd have to actually do a full-on timer, but I did not. That's just me kind of guessing here. I want to go ahead and automate the creation of Terra Steel. So up here we have that. Then I have a recipe here. 1 mana steel, 1 mana pearl, 1 mana diamond equals a Terra Steel. So go ahead and do that. We're going to do this via ender chest. So we'll move the items over there just via an ender chest, right? So the items for the recipe will end up here when we call for the, I guess, the creation of the Terra Steel, right? Then we'll go ahead and head over here. And this should be pretty easy. This is usually how I do it anyway. Usually you have to limit it some way, but I'm not going to worry about it. We're probably just going to kind of craft one at a time because I'm going to be AIFKing up there anyway, so it doesn't really matter too much, I guess. I have an open crate here somewhere, though. Let's go ahead maybe put it right here. The open crate, it's just made with the planks from the living wood, right? And yeah, basically it just drops items straight down. So it's just an item from Britannia for doing this kind of auto crafting, right? Then we have the pipes, right? So just go ahead and grab a pipe. Then go ahead, I guess, and put this chest. Should probably be facing this way, right? So do that. Then go ahead and grab ourselves a, what you call it here, wrench, and wrench that out. And that should be enough to get this done, right? I think that's pretty much everything we need for this full automation. Yeah, but I don't think we need to speed up the extractor or anything either. Then I guess we'll need a collector as well. So I have a collector here somewhere. I don't know what kind of collector we'll use. Doesn't really matter which one we use. Was it here? What were we using before? The void hoppers? The voids, right? I don't really want to use those ones. Which ones could I use? Which ones have a filter? I need something that I can pick up that has... vacuumulator? Does that have a filter? I can't remember. Vacuum... Yeah, let's check these ones. Or maybe this one, absorption. No, that's the one that doesn't have filter. Let's go ahead and grab this real quick. There you go. Grab ourselves, hopefully, everything. That looks good. Can't remember if you can add a filter to these ones. I think so, right? Maybe not. Let's see here. If I go filter, is there like a thermal filter? Item filter. Allows for item restriction. Okay, maybe that's what we need there. So let's try that. Let's go item filter one more time. There you go. Just something that can kind of, control its inventory, right? So that's good there. Oh, those are 10 nuggets. I thought they were all gas tiers. And how's this thing work? Oh, I don't really know how this works. Uh-oh. This is here. It says it allows it. Oh, maybe it just goes inside and then you set it, right? Right? Oh, it's right there. There you go. So we probably just do that, right? Pop that in there. We want on allow list. And that should effectively be ready, right? So if I had this down, I'll have to pipe that into another ender chest here. And then try this recipe, right? Go to the Terra Steel. Tell it to craft one. Actually, before I do that, is my magnet off? Yes, it is. Let's do this right here. Go ahead and grab that. It's going to drop the items, right? There you go. It's going to start shooting mana. And hopefully it ends up there. If so, there you go. We just need to send that via an ender chest into the system, and that's effectively done, right? So that's a really easy way to do that too, right? So super easy and super, I guess, clean, dirty. You know what I mean? Clean and dirty. Does that even make sense? I don't think so. Probably end up putting this underneath the floor. Actually, this can't pull through a wall, can it? I can't remember. I need to test that real quick. So if I did this and did this, does it get stuck here? I can't remember if these pull through walls or not. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and grab another... Let's do another 3. Here we go. Sweet. Curious if this is going to work too, actually. It will let us do multiple, or if I have to do one at a time. No, I'm going to have to definitely do one at a time without limiting the inventory. That's fine. I'm okay with that. I knew that was going to be quite likely a issue, right? And let's go to Terra Steel. There you go. Go ahead and try 1 this time. And to see if it makes it through there. Then we know the limitations. Either way, I'll be up there AFKing. So just doing one at a time is not a big deal. Well, semi-AFKing. No, it actually does pull through a wall. Okay, cool. So yeah, I just need to pipe that into the ender chest, and that'll handle that. So I got it down below now. I just want to make sure it's actually going to pull it through the floor properly, right? So it's actually down underneath, and I just have it going into an ender chest, at which point I should see this number go up by 1. So hopefully it works out. There you go. Just went up to 17, and everything's working great, right? So not too bad at all. And that effectively just made 8 more. So we just got 8 more of them. So I guess it's going to take 2 more cycles to hit our 32. And then this is finished, right? So I think I got about 20 more minutes of just sitting here.
which is hilarious.
So I think I'm going to go ahead and actually wrap this one up here. So as always, you guys like this video, please hit that like button. Really liked it. Hit that subscribe button. It is always appreciated. Well, you guys all have a good one. See you guys in the next video. Later.